Welcome to tape number 5 in your Combat Hapkido curriculum series. This tape will bring you to blue belt. We're going to start with the category of strikes. Okay, you have at this point 5 strikes that we're going to be doing all together, and they all involve a new weapon that you're beginning to deal with now, and that's the elbow. The elbow is an extremely efficient and effective weapon at close range with another person. The first one we're going to go in is the inside elbow. Okay, circular motion horizontally, coming in, inside elbow. We call it inside because it goes from out into in. Okay, so from here, inside elbow. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be only done to the face. It could be done into the body. Okay, but this is your inside elbow, right here. Left hand, right hand, does not matter. 1, 2, sometime in combination, left and right. When you're at close quarter, you use lots of elbows. The next one is, the second one, outside elbow. Okay, this one, it's almost like a reverse strike this way, coming in and striking. Coming in and striking. This is your outside elbow. Why? Because it comes from inside of the body, going out in an outward motion. So we've done inside and outside. The next one is going to be upward elbow. Upward elbow is very effective. You saw it on a previous tape in a breakaway, for instance, coming into the body this way. But most of the time it's used for the face. For instance, if I low kick him and his head goes down a little bit, see, this is a very efficient strike to go up. It's usually directed to the chin area. Okay, you got your upward elbow into the body or under the chin. The next one is the downward elbow. Downward elbow, again, according to where his head is at. I could have maybe punched him first, or I could have used the knee into the groin. It could be to the back of the head, spine. Remember, some of these are lethal area. In the front, downward elbow can be into the sternum. The collarbones, the clavicle, are excellent target for that, right here. Here. Also, it can be used in joint locking. You have in this lock, for instance, coming in with this type of strike. So many different applications according to where your opponent is in relationship to you. Okay? The last one I want to show you is the backward elbow. That obviously, almost like a back kick, works when somebody approaches you from behind. For instance, grab you or whatever, coming in straight back. The movement, okay, you chamber forward a little bit to give yourself energy and strike back. Most of the time, center mass of the body, solar plexus, sternum, or even the face. If he's a little bit lower on you, for instance, this way, here, this would be a good strike. Okay, if he grabs one on my shoulder, for instance, coming in, bam, this way. So, to review them all quickly. Inside elbow, strike. Outside elbow. Upward elbow. Downward elbow. And then backward elbow. Basic, simple movement, but very effective at close range. Elbow is an excellent weapon. Those are your 5 elbow strikes. We're going to get back now in the area of defenses against the same side wrist grabs. In this case, again, he grabs me. I do a distraction, better with my leg this time because I'm going to move in that direction. 1, extend his arm this way, reach out with my other hand, thumb up. Insert here and grab his wrist, break away, come back with the other hand, grab the edge of his hand, step under and around. Notice I don't step here close, it'd be dangerous because he can try to elbow me. So I stay to the side here. Since one hand is enough for me to hold him and lock him, I can use this one to control the elbow. Very, very painful. Now if I want to, I can take him to the ground just by pointing my index finger to his eyes this way. And I still got the locking here. Very, very painful, this technique. Okay, now let me show it to you from the other side with a lot more details here. He grabs me, okay, I have my hand up, I can do a distraction this way if I want to. Step forward, extend my hand a little bit, reach out, grab over here with my thumb up, effective breakaway, coming out. Come back with your hand, grab the edge of his hand right here, where the little finger is. Begin to torque and raise up. Step under, 1, 2. And here you are. Control the elbow. Very good escorting technique if you want to. You can grab him here and escort him, or take down, or just simply a break. You can break his wrist. Okay, so that's your technique. Let me show it you one time dynamically. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk him around, control him down, take him to the ground. And that's your technique. The next technique is number 17. He grabs my wrist, okay, again, distraction. This case, maybe strike here. Come back around, circular motion, right here. Catch his wrist in between your thumb and index finger while trapping with the other hand. This time, what you're going to do, you're going to rotate more, stepping in, bring your elbow up, lock his elbow, keep pressure on the elbow, shoulder, and of course, important, the wrist. And he'll go down. Very simple. Don't bend your back with him like this. Just keep your spine straight. That's where your power is. Okay, we're going to do it a couple more times real quick. From here, 1, coming around, stepping in, locking. When you have him this way, let's say he falls down on his knees, okay? This is an excellent follow-up strike. Back fist, back slap. Or, from here, you can reach, grab the hair, pull back. Very painful here, okay? Keep the pressure here, keep the bar here, take him all the way down to the ground. One more time dynamically. He grabs me, okay? I kick, stepping in. And that's your technique. Okay, the next technique, very interesting. Person grabs you, okay, do your distraction always. Bring the hand forward this way, thumb up, join with the other hand at the elbow juncture here. Also thumb up, trying to dig into the pressure point here if you can find it. Okay, it's always helpful if you can. Then from here, continue, pushing forward, crouch yourself down, step under and across. 1, turn around, and now slide up to the hand, and you have him in a good technique. Now from here, not only you could escort him, for instance, or you can take him straight to the ground. Okay? And from here you see, he's got his shoulder locked up, his elbow locked up, with you pressing here, and his wrist. That's where the pressure is. Okay? Let me show it to you one time from the other side also. He grabs me, 1, coming forward here, lifting up, stepping across and under, turning here. This is your technique right here. Okay, it's very good from here. You can take him to the ground, like I said, or you can just simply escort him somewhere as an escort technique. If not, let me go back over here, Pedro. Put pressure and take him straight to the ground, whichever way you prefer. Okay? It's a very good technique. Just remember, both thumbs up as you're going in. After your distraction. 1. Okay? Move up the sleeve a little bit. Just one more here. 1. This is what you need to do. Step under, here. And this is your technique. Okay? The next technique, number 19, also get back into the finger locking that we have seen a couple of times before. Again, very painful. From here, person grabs you, do your distraction technique, bring the hand toward you, lock your elbow to your body, come from over the top and secure his wrist. Grab. As you're doing that, break away with the other hand. His hand will open. Come back, grab the fingers. Begin to put pressure upward and inward. What I mean by that is upward here, inward with his fingers toward him. Very painful, as you can see, he's already in pain. From here, if you want, you can do a little dislocation technique into the elbow by striking, using your hip for power, bang, this way. Okay, of course, you can also come in and strike the body, but then you have to let go with the finger. I want you to maintain the finger lock this time, here. Okay, and then you can use it as an escorting technique, bring the person around. It will follow you because it's extremely painful, and he knows you can snap his fingers backward at any time. Shake him up a little bit. Okay, let me show it to you one more time. He grabs, 1, from the top, break away, reach, grab, put the pressure right away, tremendous pressure, hit if you have to, and then escort. Okay, understand it in a real situation, the pressure on his finger toward him, bending back will be much, much bigger than what I'm doing now. Okay, watch. Okay, so that's your technique. Number 20 technique, from here, starts basically the same as the one we just did, the previous one. Okay, but with a different twist this time. He grabs me, distraction, bring my elbow in again, open hand, come from the top, grab, break away. This time, after I break away with my other hand, I bring it right back, but from under his arm, this way, and lock him tight to my center, here, to my solar plexus, tighten, this way. Now, you can just imagine what's going to happen next. I'm going to take a step forward, very violently, and hyperextend or break his elbow. Now, when you do it in class with your partner, be extremely careful. Okay, I've seen people hurt with this. So here, and then use your takedown. Of course, you can follow on the ground with many techniques, like we've done before. Okay, let's review this one more time. He grabs you, live hand, distraction right away, stepping, good solid stance, grab his wrist, come from the top here. Okay, if you go out there, it's difficult to do it. So bring him to you. After you distract him, bring him here close to you. 1, break away, come right back from under. Lock him to your center body, center mass here. Step, and take him down. And that's the technique. In the new category that we're going to cover now is 2 hands grabbing 1 hand. Okay? In this particular technique, we're going to go back to the almost like a counter grab. Okay? Going to come from the outside and point the hand to him. At the same time as I'm doing this, of course, I'll do a distraction first. 1, coming around this way, I'll grab his belt. If he's not wearing a belt, I'll stick my hand in his pants or grab part of a lower garment. I'll push and pull at the same time while stepping into him deep, this way. He's going to go down. Okay? A good follow-up will be, of course, to drop on his groin with your knee. Okay? We're not going to do that to Pedro. So, from here, 1, coming around this way, at the same time, grabbing his belt, stepping in, pushing and pulling at the same time. As he lands, as I told you before, this could be a good follow-up here, and if he tries to come up and punch, you can finish that way. Or going into a leg trapping technique or something. Okay, one time from this side, real quick. Okay, he grabs my hand, 1, here, pushing in, grabbing, pulling and pushing at the same time. He goes down, you can also finish with a kick. Okay? Technique number 2, in 2 hands grabbing 1. Again, you do your distraction first. In this case, it will be very good to do with your hand because both of his hands are occupied. So as he grabs you, boom, 1 quick shot there. Then coming around this way, from under, grab and take him down. You have done this joint like before a couple of times. Okay, obviously from a one hand grabbing 1 works the same way. So from 2 hands, you're grabbing whatever hand it's pointing downward this way. In this case, I grab here and I take him down. Now, if he switches his hands, if he's grabbing with the opposite side, same thing. You just insert here or you go into a different technique. Here, 1, grab, switch, okay, same thing. Come to the outside one here. Grab, take him down. Okay, very simple, same thing as you would do with 1 hand grabbing 1. Number 3 technique, he grabs me, from here again, the distraction with the hand would be good, or if not, boom, kicking that way. Bring your hand into, again, counter grab position. But before you do that, you got to trap him this time, otherwise he gets away from you. So from here, 1, trap, and here, your counter grab and bring it down. This is your wrist lock here, very painful, okay? So from here you can take him all the way down to the ground, or you can simply kick him, or you can reach out, grab the hair, and take him out this way. many different finishes. I'm going to show it to you from the other side, a little bit different detail from here. Again, one, coming around, but as you come around this time, trap him right away. Come up this way, lock him into you, this way. This is your lock right here, okay? Watch, one as well as this one, two. From here, again, kicking, back fist, different things you can do. One more time rapidly. You grab someone with two hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's your technique. The next area we're going to go back into the area of the side wrist grab. Technique number 3. He grabs you, okay, immediately distraction, boom, this way. Go over and grab his wrist, pull away and break away. Come back in with a strike, an elbow strike. Then we'll bend his body and bring his head forward. Reach out and lock his head into you, tight. Use right away pressure point in the back of his neck if you can. From here, remove your inside leg because you don't want him to drop on your leg and bring him down. And you can finish from here or move in, different type of techniques. Okay, one more time. Remember, we're practicing without mats, so I'm going to take him down kind of gently. That's not the way I would do it for real. And in class also, if you have mats, you can do it a little more dynamically than this. Okay, from here, again, 1, bring back, here, strike hard, brings his head forward, lock him, now 1 jerky motion, wham, like this, bring him there, finish. And that's your technique, very simple but effective. The number 4 technique, on the side grab, similar to another technique we did before in another area, you will recognize the type of technique here. So, from here, strike for distraction, bring him up and lock him to your body. Guess what you have right there? You have your elbow hyperextension immediately. And if you move dynamically with enough energy, speed, and power, you can actually turn this into an elbow break. Bam! Okay? So be very careful with your partner. Let's watch the technique again. He grabs, light hand, as you trapping, you distracting. 1, bring him up close to you. You want to keep his elbow extended. So bring your hand into you. Then from here, take a step and use your hip to take him down. Now, if you let him down, okay, that's actually doing him a favor. Okay, you're releasing him. If you hold on to him and you strike that way, that's where the elbow goes. Okay? The last defense against side grab, you recognize the wrist lock immediately as soon as we do it. From here, this good distraction, and then as you do the distraction, just take a step back and turn your hand back this way. Okay? So in other words, this is your movement without the kick now. Watch. This is what you're going to be doing. Like this. Very simple. Take the other hand, grab his wrist, thumb down. Grab his wrist, break away. There's 2 ways to do this. You can come back from the back and twist, or you can just simply go into the finger. Probably quicker, just coming back this way. Now spin around and take him down. And here you have him at your disposal. Okay, I want to show it to you from, we're going to start giving you our backs so you see exactly what I'm going to be doing. He grabs me, 1, turn around this way. Grab his wrist, break away, come back, grab his finger, begin to twist. The other way, as I said, you can come back from behind the back of the hand and take him down. In this case, I prefer the finger, and here, just drop him down. He hits the ground, you want to turn him over and finish him on the ground. Different locks. Okay, Pedro, come up. Very good. And that's your final technique for side wrist grabs. We're going to go back in the area of defenses against punches. Okay, very dynamic technique. You recognize the wrist lock as soon as you see it because we've done it before. He throws a punch. You just step out, catching his arm this way, going over with your arm, catching, locking into your body. Then you start what we call the reversal process. From here, you reach into his wrist, you start bending, and you start stepping forward. And you take him down to the ground. So you recognize this wrist lock because we've done it before in several techniques. Okay, one time from this side, and we're going to break it down a little bit. This technique is excellent done dynamically, so you got to see a little bit of movement here. From here, and down we go. Here, turn. Okay? Now, let me break it down for you a little bit. When he punches, move out of the way. Don't try to fool around with the punch. Move out of the way, catch. Come over, catch, lock into your body. Continue spinning outward a little bit to lock him up here. Then, begin the reversal process, and you are into this wrist lock. A wrist lock that you've seen before. Very common to our technique. Okay? So again, one more time. Here, throws a punch. Here, reversal. And that's your technique. Practice. Okay, the next one is a defense against punch, but this time we're going to deal with a hook punch. Okay? So it's like a round punch coming at you. From here, you're going to move into the circle of direction in which he's punching. In other words, you don't try to go outside on this one, try to go inside on this one. As you're coming around, both of your hands will move at the same time. One will catch here, deflect, and let the energy dissipate, and then grab the wrist. The other one is going to come down very forcefully into his bicep. Then as you continue torquing, bringing toward you, this one will continue press down on the bicep until you're going to take him down. Watch when we do it dynamically once. He comes in, here. Once he hits the ground, you reverse him. If you want him on his tummy, stick your foot in there, bring him back. Lock him up here. Okay, up. One time from this side, so you see a different angle. From here, coming in this way. From the other side again, I'm not going to take pedal down, we're just going to show you the mechanic. One. One more time. One. This is your strike. Deflection, catching, and striking on the bicep at the same time as you're pulling into you and down. And he's going to hit the ground for you. This one needs to be repeated many, many times to get the timing and the speed necessary. The next category we're going to get into is two hands grabbing two wrists from the front. Obviously, when someone grabs both of your wrists, okay, it's very hard to do a distraction with your hands, so you're going to have to use a kick in this case. So from here, live hands both, kick to distract them, then bring one hand, doesn't matter which one, up this way with the palm facing up. The other one, twist a little bit to make your palm facing down, the ground. From here, very forcefully smash the back of his hands together. As you do that, break away with the top hand and finish with an elbow strike. Okay, a little bit more dynamically this time. From here, it grabs me, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there could be a situation where for some reason, kick, as you're smashing, his top hand is still strong, but it weakens the bottom hand. It doesn't matter. Then you can break away with the bottom hand. As you smash them together, free that one and come back with a palm heel strike. So either free the top hand and come back, or free the bottom hand and come back with the strike. I'm going to show it to you one more time. He grabs me, I kick for distraction, turn, smash the back of his hands together, and come back with a strike. Or, second variation, kick here, smash the hand together, break away this way, come back with a palm heel strike. And that's your first defense. In the next technique, okay, we're going to again use his own hands against him. Okay, this time instead of the back of the hand, the knuckles, we're going to use his wrists. Okay, from here, distraction by kicking, bring both hands out this way. Make sure your thumb is on the outside of his wrist, not this way, outside, both of them. So from here, bring them up at this level, not too high, you don't want to go this way. Okay, so from here, at this level here, and then violently again, smash the back of his wrist together. Like this. So what you're going to do here, one, smash, as you're smashing, trap with one hand, and strike with the other one. Okay, so one more time. Pay attention to the details here. Okay, I did my kick, coming up this way. See, I keep the elbows close to my body. I don't go like this, because you can pull me. So from here, as I smash, stay there, as I smash, collapse one hand, So you have a trap now, it can come back on you, and then maybe vertical punch or palm heel strike to the face. And that's your second technique. The next category we're going to get into is two hands grabbing two wrists from behind this time. He grabs me, okay, maybe he wants to hold me when one of his friends coming to hit me or something, or pull me somewhere. From here, you can do a distraction if you want to. A back kick is basically the only thing you can do at this point if you want to distract him or weaken him a little bit. It's not necessary, because your fake is going to be also your distraction. Remember, you're going to fake, you're going to feint in the opposite direction in which you intend to go. I intend to go this way, I'm going to fake this way. It's going to think I'm trying to break away from this side, it's going to pull me even harder, which is exactly what I want. So from here, 1, 2, I just tricked him. I grab his hand here, and I have him into a center lock. If he's still belligerent, I can hit him with my elbow here in the center part. I can control his elbow, escort him, or a final for this technique would be also to take a step with the inside leg, lift him up a little bit in a circle, and flip him on the floor, this way. We're not going to do it because we don't have mats here, and I don't want him to take a bad fall. So from here, I'm going to review one more time slowly. Faking a little bit, he pulls, he's getting stronger from this side, I'm going to fake him by going that side very quickly. Here, grab his hand, break away, you have your center lock for escorting or throwing him, whatever you decide. And that's your technique. In this technique, the second one, he grabs me, again, if I feel like doing a quick distraction, I can. Same as before, in this type of techniques, you always do a feint on the opposite direction. So in this case, let's say I want to go in this direction, I'll fake here first. So 1, come back around. As I'm stepping, I'm going to step behind him this time, here, like this, and then flip him down. Okay? It involves, as you step behind him, okay, using your knee to trap his leg and forcefully use both hands to push him back. Okay, one more time. This time, I'm going to go the opposite side. I'm going to fake on this way and come around this way. So I'm faking here, and then I'm stepping here. As I'm stepping, watch my legs. This is an important part of the footwork here. 1, 2, coming behind him. See, he's very uncomfortable here. This happens in a fraction of a second. You worry about this elbow, don't worry too much. He's still holding my hand, and I'm going to immediately strike him and get him off me. Okay? So the mechanics one more time, without even taking pedal down this time. Okay, so from here, going to fake, going to come around, and come here. Here I got my strike to take him down. And I got my leg trap here. That's all you need for this technique. Again, Master Rodriguez and I want to thank you for being with us in tape number 5. We will see you again in tape number 6.